Virginia or any other city, Warroad, some of the others up on the Iron Range, that's a long way from the Twin Cities. That's a major trip.
Minneapolis is like in the southeastern part of the state, relative, you know, and then St. Cloud, where I'm from, is like an hour northwest, and then past, and if you keep going up and follow the curve around Minnesota, you go up past Duluth, and you get to the beautiful Iron Range where players like Matt Niskanen are born and bred on the outdoor rinks, as you just heard.
Left wing side, here's a scoring opportunity right in front of shot, he scores!
We've had a few kids get drafted that I've coached in Virginia, but Matt's the only player ever to make it to the National Hockey League.
He gets the shot, he scores! Oh my goodness!
Forever grateful for the effort that he put in for our team and especially myself.
When I coached, I would do player evaluations for all the returning players coming back. When I sat down and talked to them individually, I'd give them the copy and I'd keep a copy. And right in there I said, you know, Matt, you've got some special things. If you keep making good choices and really want to dedicate yourself to being the best you could be, I think you can be in the NHL someday.
You know, one of the things we said about Nate, and you kind of appreciate it more than when he was gone than when he was with us actually, is he kind of elevates everyone that's around you. Hey gentlemen, like we talked about before, you got to make sure that you play with confidence, okay? Literally the whole group, because he's so energetic, kind of got behind and followed his lead with, always happy to be somewhere, always happy to help out, but yet fiercely competitive. Very good scary skated kind of funny, still skates funny, but you don't have to tell him that. And when he was young, his shot was very, very strong. I mean, to a fault. It's one of the reasons we took him out of youth hockey, because we're sick of seeing the slap shot from the red line because you think it's cool. You need to kind of learn how to play the full game here a little bit.
TJ, I would say, was the most improved player. Obviously he's got good genes. His dad was an athlete, a heck of a basketball player, but hand-eye coordination is something you're God-given, but he's also developed that as well.
The face-off, Bankston just getting the puck off the drop, popping over to Oshie. Oshie skating, moving, coming in, picking the upper right-hand corner.
You don't get hands like Oshie without, screwing around a little bit on outdoor ice.
Oshie was actually the best high school player that I played against.
From his days in St. Louis, I think he's taken another step in Washington.
Hold on, did you have flow in the tourney?
Yeah.
Like big time?
Yeah.
Like when I saw you before?
Longer.
Even longer?
Longer than it was last year, yeah.
They weren't old enough to grow facial hair like the NHL players. So I think one of TJ's years, if I don't remember, it was one guy was black and then the next number was gold hair. So black and gold were our colors. And I think TJ got stuck with the gold look for a little while.
Our first year we tried to go every other kid would go gold, and the next one would be black, and then gold and black. And it stuck, and so we did it all 3 years.
When I played college hockey, we'd go out for warm-ups. We'd call them pregame show-off instead of pregame warm-ups because nobody wore helmets during warm-ups. And back in the 70s, you had the long flow and stuff, and the sideburns and the mustaches, and it was a hair deal, and it was going on back then too.
I still have some bruise marks on my back from some of the cross-checks Keith gave me in front of the net.
You might say that he's got some cross-check marks still on his back. We didn't actually do battle, but we knew when each other was on the ice, I think.
Yeah, we coached against each other a long time, and I was in the scouting business, and good hockey man that had a lot to do with the development of hockey in Minnesota, and specifically in his hometown.
Number 15, Matt Niskanen.
It goes fast. I wish I could have slowed it down.
I think for anybody who's been in that position, it's something that they'll never forget.
Nate Schmidt.
To be able to perform on that stage and be a part of that tournament is really special for those kids.
TJ Oshie.
It's on in all the school rooms and the classrooms, and it's a big event for any town, especially a small town like Warroad, to make it to the state tournament. Like when we used to go, we said last one out of town, turn the lights off.
Typically for the state championship, we fill up the entire lower bowl and then sometimes extra in the AA that fill up the entire XL Energy Center. So it'd be the same thing as going to a Wild game, except for everyone's in their school colors. So it's one of the coolest experiences that I ever had.
For 90+% of the high school seniors this year, when they play their last tournament game, that's their last competitive, organized hockey.
I don't know what it was like at your school too. Like if we weren't in the tournament, we were watching the state high school tournament in class during school.
Oh,
I mean, the teachers just kind of knew that our brains weren't going to be focused on school, so we just watched the state high school hockey tournament.
It was tourney time.
It's a really big thing. It's their Stanley Cup. It was my Stanley Cup when I played there.
This long into OT, centering pass, shot, score! Marvin buries it. WARROAD, the perfect season. Wow. What a win for WARROAD.